We're your besties in your back pocket.
And this is your business banter by the basin.
So let's talk about when friendly is too friendly.
And close
with,
is too close.
Yeah, with clients and even staff, really.
Yeah. I have to say in the hairdressing industry, sometimes close is too close.
Yeah,
I see it a lot.
Well, and not just in the hairdressing. Do you want a juicy story?
Tea.
Okay. So...
When do I not?
I know, and I always got the stories.
Always.
So, this particular too friendly is specifically around the inappropriateness of pet names. Pardon me.
You know my passion for this topic.
Yeah, so...
I love a pet name.
I love a good pet name.
I love a
but
pet
there's
name.
a time and a place. And look, basically what happened was on social media, I saw somebody put a post out looking for people to be guest speakers on a topic for rebels. And I was like, I tagged one of my clients and I said, you should definitely speak to insert name here because that's kind of what her topics are, right?
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I get a notification shortly thereafter and my client has responded to me tagging her where everybody can see and said, thanks, beautiful. Now, for everybody playing at home, let me tell you why that's inappropriate. I would never in a gajillion years refer to my mentor as babe, beautiful, honey, handsome.
In public.
But
Publicly.
Especially publicly, but just not at all, because let me tell you about the food chain, right?
I'm here. You ain't.
And I don't mean that in a sense of I'm better or you're below me, but what I mean is in terms of relationship dynamic, you have to respect where you are in the food chain.
Yes.
And in the area of the role I play as your mentor, you are not my friend.
Well,
and it's way too friendly. It's way too impersonal. It lacks professionalism. And in my opinion, it was highly disrespectful.
I think the way that could have gone was a reply on the public comment saying thank you so much or thanks Shani, and then if there was something that she wanted further thank yous, it could have been a private message saying, hey, appreciate it.
I know, but
thanks.
the word beautiful shouldn't come into the vocabulary when it comes to the dynamic between you and your mentor.
I know how beautiful I am. I've got mirrors.
Yeah. No, but
Thanks.
you know what I'm
No,
saying?
I mean,
Seriously, right?
Yeah.
And this is one example of just, you know what it is? It's a lack of situational awareness.
It's this thing of people sometimes forget that there is a bit of a boundary where it's like this is a business relationship, and yes, we're friendly about it, and of course you want to be friendly with people in business, but there gets to a point where it's like we're friendly in business to it's becoming a friend thing, or it's almost venturing onto that side, which is when and I say this this is where it comes into my thing with the clients. If you've got a friend, you'll text a friend saying, hey, do you reckon you can quickly do my hair? And the difference is, actually, my friends actually don't message me that because I say no.
Yeah.
Because I say no, because I do it 6 days a week. But I have to say, I've been a victim of it myself. I've done it myself, where you get really close with the client and then people start taking advantage.
Yeah.
And not just the client. The hairdressers do too.
Yeah.
And I can't say it's just the clients. It is everyone. They're both sides, and I've been on both sides of it. It's this thing of either my hairdresser will bend over backwards for me because we're friends, or my client, I can just be really lack and I slack. I don't care, and they can work around me, sort of thing. What ends up happening is either you lose the hairdresser loses the client. That's just what ends up happening because people get sick of it.
Yeah.
People do. That's what ends up happening. I see it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, and you have to uphold certain standards in your business and in all of your relationships. And I think, people who are in business for themselves, basically solopreneurs or small business people, and this is what this was, there is just such what that is a lack of EQ, right? And a complete lack of situational awareness on what's appropriate and respectful standards. And it says more about that individual because I think that if you think that type of behaviour is appropriate, you have not yet within you been able to hold certain standards and respectful
around you.
relationships with people around you.
Yes.
And so your way of
Well,
showing care...
You're playing at the same game. You're playing at the same level you're at.
Well, that's exactly
essentially
right.
what it comes down to.
Right?
Is, if you're playing at this level, yeah, you're going to... And that's... I don't want to say it's anyone's fault. I don't think she did it intentionally.
There was no malice in it.
No.
But it's just, I think it's a good... I wanted to bring this...
Well, that's what this podcast is here for.
That's
to
right.
explain what we've done or, seen.
Yeah.
And that's what it's here for.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
One of my other favourites, and I'm using that word as sarcasm, that I see a lot lately is people who
Shani's top hits.
Shani's top hits, Shani's top hits.
Shani's top 10.
No, seriously, people telling me that they're proud of me when they're doing far less than me. Now, again, I know that there's no ill intent. But I get a lot of people commenting on my content because I share my successes.
You share a lot of content too.
I share a lot of content, and I share content as lessons on here's what I did and how you do it as well. And people who I know are not at my level in terms of revenue, clients, business, whatever, they pop on and they want to say, I'm so proud of you. Number one.
I knew you could do it.
Number one.
I knew you could do it.
Yeah, but hang on. But
I knew you could do it.
Most of them have never even met me in person, let alone, right, these are people on the internet. Mm. Even if you did meet me in person, you are not operating at my level. So don't say you're proud of me. Who the hell are you?
What?
It's a leaf. It's a leaf.
I thought it was the cicada. There was a cicada.
We've got a podcast guest.
Cicada. We're brought to you by... see, now I forgot what I was going to say.
Well, what I was saying was like how these people who are people on the internet...
Yeah, and there's a fine line between good job, congratulations, like that's so good for you, versus I knew you could do it.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you. Excuse me? Okay, try this one on for size. Here's one I got over the weekend.
Is it an extra small?
No. No. You want to talk about situational awareness? Let's take it to another level. So I get a text message on my phone from a number on the weekend that is a number, not a name.
This is a story I don't know, guys.
No, meaning that this person is not in my mobile. I open up the message.
It was me.
They have taken my phone number from a WhatsApp group that we're in with hundreds of people, by the way. They've taken my phone number. They've sent me a text. They're texting me to say that they saw my post on the weekend about channeling and manifesting. And that is what they help people with. And can they come and teach my community how to channel and manifest? Now,
isn't that what you were just doing, though?
Exactly. And by the way, they didn't even comment on the content. So they added no value to my content. So they've read it, not engaged, not liked, not commented. Then they go get my number without my permission, send me a text message to try and sell to me. I mean...
To then sell to your customer.
To then sell to my... I mean, the stupidity of some people is beyond me.
Just to make this make sense, right? If that's like another salon owner walking in saying, I'm going to do your client's hair and I'm going to take the money. Like, yeah.
But it just goes to show, and it's that sort of behaviour where I don't even respond or I don't even
try to... Did you respond?
No, I didn't. I didn't write back.
I wouldn't waste my time.
That's the thing.
I wouldn't waste my time.
Because it's that demonstrates... Listen, the person who called me beautiful, the person who says, I'm so proud of you, the person who sends me that text message, it's gone, George. The dragonfly is gone. The person who... All of these people, all they're doing is showing me that they actually need my help. Because they don't know how to
do you know what it means?
Connect, communicate, and convert.
They're tuning in. They're tuning into the Shani report.
They're tuning into the Shani show.
But that's what it shows you. Those people, and
totally.
And I say this to kind of flip it a little bit sideways, is the like negative comments and stuff like that.
Oh, hey, any PR is good PR.
To a certain extent, yes.
Kim Kardashian had a sex tape release, and that's what grew her business.
Kim Kardashian is also Kim Kardashian's brand. I'm not going to release a sex tape because that doesn't really have much to do with hairdressing.
No, but she wasn't a brand back then. She is
a brand.
She's a brand now. Hey, that naked photography in the previous episode. Maybe we need to.
Are you telling me I should do a sex tape? Should I release it?
Situational awareness.
Situational awareness.
So, what have you learned from this share?
Well, there was a lesson that I was about to talk about, but in true George fashion, I completely forgot it because we went elsewhere with it.
They're tuning
that's
in.
right. No, they're tuning in. That's right. Like negative comments. I say to people all the time, like, if someone is really that like invested in giving you something, comment,
Anything.
good, bad, whatever it is, they've watched.
Yeah.
Because they have something to comment on. They probably haven't watched the whole thing because I love when someone talks about the first part of the story and not the rest of it. But anyway, you know, and it's like, but it is one of these things. People get wrapped up in this, like, in this whole thing of it. I'm like, just move on.
Yeah.
Move on.
But so that's the thing,
But
right?
yeah.
A lot of the time these things will happen, and I know because my clients will come to me and they'll be upset about these things. And here's the point. You don't need to let it upset you. You don't even need to respond because, by the way, you don't have to sit down to every table that
Can
you
I
were
just quickly
invited to.
interject on that point? You make yourself upset. No one else
That's
does.
right.
And they're supposed to say, this person made me upset. No. You decided to be upset.
That's
That is
right.
a decision you made.
So they like send me their message. They tell me they're proud. They try to sell to my customers. They call me inappropriate pet names. All of that.
Give you a pat on the shoulder.
All of that stuff. It literally is water off a duck's back to me because I've got too much to focus on.
You may as well have said nothing. It's the same thing.
Right, but we're saying it so that we can help the listeners, right? So the point is, you don't.
Oh no, I'm talking about the comment.
Yeah.
You're busy. Yeah.
Right. The point is this. If you're going to be in business, things are going to come at you all day long. People are going to be inappropriate. They lack social awareness. They lack
Sometimes-
EQ.
And sometimes.
But you don't have
that's
to
not
get
it.
aggressive and respond.
Yeah.
You can just move on and get your business done.
100%. Sometimes it's actually just easy to brush things off and just go, yeah, I've actually got something else to do. Because you
do have something else to do.
And if you don't have something else to do, get something else to do. And if you can't find something else to do, well, you know, get a job.
Yeah, so people like situational awareness, but the point is you get to choose how you want to respond.
And you get to decide if you're going to feel upset about something.
The end.
The end.
And Shani, where can they find you?
Insta or Facebook at Shani Taylor Official with the blue tick. And what about you?
You can find me on Instagram at GeorgeMatar Official, that's MATTAR, and you can find all our other links in the show notes.